So now we're going to the question and answer portion.
Brother Logas and Duüblé.
Go ahead, you can put your questions in the chat, or you can put it anonymously in the box, or you can put it on Cash App and we'll do your question first. Said I am bald, so that explains it. That might explain it. Yeah, doing the you do have to be careful with the raw veganism. And there are some things that you don't want to actually eat raw. Like cauliflower. Like I think like onions.
Why not?
It's not like bad to eat onions raw, but I believe you do want to cook your onions, at least like on low heat. You do want to cook them.
But I thought that'd take away, you know, it cooks the good stuff away.
It does, but it also cooks the bad stuff away too.
Oh.
You know, like beans. You're not gonna eat beans raw.
Right.
That's actually poisonous, so you're not gonna die, but it's definitely not good for you. So we got any questions?
What was the other meat you said after salmon?
So you said sake salmon or a Chilean sea bass. Those are the two healthiest fish that I know of. What does it mean when you make you scratch your head? I guess you're thinking.
Provoking some thoughts.
Got you thinking.
I need head nutrition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might need that. What fruits that you have to stay away from that you can't eat raw? Well, fruits. You don't cook fruits.
Right.
So you wouldn't cook a fruit. You wouldn't cook a fruit. So maybe like plantains, I think it's a fruit, isn't it?
It is. I got a question though. Well, not really a question, but it just made me think, because you know, like how people mix their smoothies, how they, you know, mix spinach and vegetables with fruit, and how we think that's healthy. I don't know if you just wanted to hit on that.
Well, yeah, it's technically not too good for your digestive tract when you mix fruits and vegetables and eat them together. Your body doesn't do too well.
Yeah.
It definitely they end up canceling out each other.
Yeah, I think that's something we don't really know.
I need to find a nutritionist. Yeah, that could be helpful. You know, well, I don't know about nutritionists, but per se, but you can get like your blood tested to see like what you're allergic to.
Right. Yep, she's dope. I love raw onions too. That's why I was like.
I said I'm not 100% sure on the onion one.
Purple onions, medium temp.
I'm not 100% sure on the onion one, but there are certain vegetables, or a lot of vegetables that you do want to cook. I think I have a list somewhere. Yeah, you definitely will want seeded fruits. The seeded fruit thing, though, that's an interesting conversation because in some cases they talk about this the lack of the seeds in the fruits is because of like GMO, but then I've also heard from actual farmers that the lack of the seeds is just due to the improper breeding of the fruit. So where they're breeding of like watermelons, they're breeding the same gendered watermelons with each other, and that's making them infertile. So that was interesting. I didn't know that there was male and female fruits before until, I know there's male and female plants, but there's male and female, like, actual fruits. And so just because it's not seeded, I don't think necessarily means that it's genetically modified or that it's an unhealthy fruit. But that's still kind of up for debate.
What's breadfruit?
Can you eat breadfruit raw? Like I said, fruit, you're not going to cook fruit. Fruit is not meant to be cooked. There's vegetables. A lot of vegetables need to be cooked. Yeah, you're not supposed to mix your fruits and your vegetables. So adding spinach and kale to my smoothie, well, to your fruit smoothie, yeah, that would be pointless, yes.
Right, I used to always do that, thinking I was doing something. That would be
pointless. But spinach, I would stay away from spinach anyway.
Bless Boogie, we got your love offering for the raffle.
They use E. coli to grow spinach. Or it's like in the genetic makeup of spinach. It's not. Spinach is definitely one of the last greens you should be eating. What about garlic? I believe garlic is one that you would want to cook as well.
Oh, you're okay, Nikki. Nikki done page hop.
You're welcome, Kate Lovers Running. Son keeps saying garlic is poisonous. What's your thought? Garlic is useful because garlic, you can use it to cleanse your arteries. So like it helps like scrub away like the cholesterol that's stuck in your arteries. So it just helps to clean the blood. But overdoing it with the garlic, using garlic over time, it's very acidic. So it's not necessarily poisonous, but what it does eat away at the lining inside of like your gut and inside of your arteries and whatnot. So it's very acidic, so it can't eat away doing too much garlic.
I'm glad you asked about oils because I had it in my mind, but I didn't want to keep asking questions that y'all didn't ask.
Cooking with oils, avocado oil, coconut oil, those are the oils you want to cook with. There are other high heat oils like safflower and sunflower. But those oils, the oils themselves, though, from my research, are not healthy, though. The actual oils themselves. So,
like olive oil and good to cook with. So
you don't want to cook with olive oil, even though olive oil is very healthy. It's very good to put in your salad, but I wouldn't cook with olive oil. And since I haven't cooked with olive oil in years, and one time I was out of avocado oil and all I had was olive, so I did with olive. And I could immediately taste the difference and I felt different, and I didn't feel right after that, so I made sure I never do that again. So yeah, but avocado oil, coconut oil, those are really the only two cooking oils you want to mess with when it comes to cooking. And then you got your olive oil, which you're going to use just to put on like as a dressing or something. I always add to my smoothies, and I lost a lot of weight, but I kept hearing not to put them together. Losing weight doesn't mean health. It just means you lost weight. If you don't eat, you'll lose weight, right? If you're sick, you'll lose weight. So, you know, there's some sicknesses that will cause you to lose weight no matter how much you eat. So losing weight doesn't mean health, right? Putting the kale and spinach and mixing it in with your fruit smoothie, you know, will it help you lose weight? Sure, because vegetables are like detoxers, and yeah, I mean, it'll do that, but that doesn't mean you're healthy though. It doesn't mean you're high vibrational though. So that's just something to be mindful of. You know, sun and moon gazing. You know, moon gazing, I don't know how powerful really moon gazing is, but sun gazing is definitely powerful. Sun gazing is most powerful at sunrise and sunset. That's where you get the infrared energy. And it also depends on where you live in the world. The closer you are to the equator, the better, the more useful the sun gazing becomes. The further away from the equator, the less useful it can become during certain parts of the year, and basically like winter time. Mint plant, all right. So what foods are good for the gut? Good for the gut. I mean, it depends on what you're trying to do for the gut. Yeah, it depends on what you're trying to do for the gut. If you're trying to cleanse the gut, then really it's more about drinking lime juice and lemon juice and grapefruit juice. It's about eating salads with arugula, romaine lettuce, avocados, olives, onions, things like that. But it depends on what's wrong with your gut though, because if it's just you're just trying to flush the gut out, that's pretty simple. But a lot of people actually have an issue with leaky gut. That's why so many of us get inflamed real easily, real quickly. So when it comes to that, it's about trying to avoid certain foods that cause it to inflame, which happens to be really healthy foods like avocados, for instance, or even watermelon, which is one of the most nutritional foods is out there. But when you got the leaky gut issue, you can get a lot of inflammation. Yes, olive oil is toxic when heated. Right. So some papaya, Zen, what is that?
Zen do not disturb. Next.
Oh, Zen do not disturb. Next said the papayas that don't have a male plant around to fertilize it will develop without seeds. Exactly. Grapeseed oil. I mean, you can cook with it, but it's still one of those oils that you actually is not as healthy as you think it is. Prunes. Actually, I don't know too much about prunes. That one I don't know.